What's going on, everybody? It's Gamerteen, and today I'm going to be playing The Legend of Runeterra. In this episode, I'm going to show you guys the game, what the cards are, give you guys some little tips, and yeah. Now, I don't know if I'll be including the gameplay on this episode, so if you'd like me to do a gameplay kind of explanation, please let me know in the comments, guys. So let's get started. So this year, so a lot of these decks that I have, you don't actually get. In fact, you have to make, like, you can make your own decks, which I'll show you, but the 3 decks that you get are Buff and Tough, Death and Spiders, and Spells and Stealth. Those are the 3 that you can get. But you can also make your own decks. As you can see here, I have my Good and Evil Unite, Total Darkness, the Demacia deck, which is the only deck I have that has one region, and I'll get to those, and I will get to those. So if we go to cards, you guys can see kind of you can collect a bunch of these cards. You get a lot of them, guys. It's pretty fun. Now, the only 2 regions, again, I'll explain those to you guys, that you don't get are Targon and Bilgewater. So this is what a card looks like. So on the top left here, it shows the amount of mana it costs. This only costs 1 mana. On the bottom left, it shows your attack. The bottom right is your health. In the center, it is your region, which I will get to. And then on the top left, the top right is your amount of the amount of cards you can own for the specific card. So there's lots of them to collect, and you can do that from a bunch of different ways. You can get them a bunch of different ways. One of them is if you go to the store and you go to card packs. Now, I will say you do need to get coins for these. However, it's not like a lot of games where you can just get the coins for free. In fact, the main currency in this game is the shards, and you can get these shards through chests and other stuff like that. Your weekly vault. Yeah. So there's also this reward system, which I think is really, really nice. Now, at the start, so this is one of the regions. It's the prologue. You get started with a prologue path, and you go through the collection. You keep playing until you have all the stuff collected. But then, once you're done with that, you then get to choose you get to choose a region. Here's what I recommend. I would suggest starting with either Bilgewater or Targon. One of the 2. Bilgewater and Targon. And the reason why I'm telling you guys to choose between these 2 is because you can't get these cards anywhere else. Like, I haven't seen them in chests or anything. Oh, actually, I forgot. In the game modes, you can do if you go to the game modes here, you could play against the player versus an AI. There's expeditions, and this is how it looks like when you start. But you do need these things called expedition tokens, which again you can get from chests. And if you want me to do a whole video on that, let me know in the comments. And these are your challenges. They're like little tutorials on how to use certain cards, and you can get XP for them, which is really cool. So then you've got your gauntlet, and you have your tournament. Then there's the labs. So a bunch of different modes you can play with. So yeah, I'm gonna save these game modes for another video because it might take a little bit long. So now I'm gonna introduce you guys to the different regions that the game has to offer, and I'm gonna do it through the rewards. So here's the different regions. So on the top we've got Bilgewater here, Targon, Demacia, Freyord. Now what is nice about this, guys, is you can switch between these at any time you want. So mix it up a little bit, and if I'm honest with you, just like I said, just Bilgewater and Targon. You can do the other ones, but the main two you should focus on are Targon and Bilgewater, because you don't really get to see these often when you open up your chests and stuff. So there's Freyord, Ionia, Noxus, Piltover and Zon, and Shadow Isles. So there you guys have it. Those are the different regions that you can unlock. Or those are the different regions you can get cards for. So yeah, now there's no like upgrade system or anything like that to the cards. However, you can get more with the shards. Yeah. So this is like your home spot. I wouldn't say like when I saw this, I'm like, oh, it's like an actual white base kind of a thing. That's what I thought, but I guess that's not the case. But you've got your weekly fall. And Thursdays. So that's, I mean, it's still a little bit, but on Thursday, that's when it's unlocked. And then, you know what? I may just wait till Thursday to kind of show you guys what happens. I don't know. I'll figure something out, but yeah, so this is kind of like your home spot. You can choose what you so you can choose your whatchamacallit. You can choose your icon here. And also there are the 8 regions. Now you know what it kind of reminds me of, guys? Skylanders. Comment down below if you guys know what I'm talking about. In fact, you should have seen my Ring of Heroes gameplay. So it kind of gives me like a Skylander-ish kind of a. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. So let's see. I think Targon would be like Earth. No, or would it be? Or would it be? Would it be? Yeah, Targon would be Earth. Or would Noxus be Earth? Or Noxus, I don't know, but you guys kind of get the idea. I think Freyord would be air. Piltover and Sun would be tech. Targon would be magic. Shadow Isles would be undead? No. Ionia. Let's see. Yeah, it's really hard to kind of figure out which elements would be which. But you guys kind of get where I'm going with this. So this is kind of like your home spot, your home page. Here's another tip for you guys. When it comes to making decks, if you have a lot of cards from one specific deck, like from one region, like Demacia, make a deck specific to that. And just make a deck that's specific to that. Now, one thing I want to note is that you can only have 2 regions if you're doing a normal deck. You can make something called a singleton, which you can have up to 3 regions. But these are the ones that I have. So yeah, you can go in and edit. Now, what I like about it is that not only does it kind of, like, when you tap on it, I like how it shows you how many cards, how many cards of like a certain mana that it costs. So I have only 1 card that costs no mana, 4 cards that cost 1 mana, 10 cards that cost 2 mana, 11 cards that cost 3, 2 that costs 4, 5 that costs 5, 2 that costs 6, and then 2 that costs 7. So you guys kind of get the idea of how it works. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much all I have for kind of the whole like tip, like the cards. I pretty much showed you guys everything, different modes and stuff like that. So again, if you want to see any of this gameplay from any of these modes, let me know. If you want to see some stuff on challenges, if you want to see some expeditions, let me know. And please, guys, give me your feedback. It really helps me out, so that I know, oh, this person, or looks like my subscribers want to want me to make this video. Now, one thing I do want to point out, though, or one thing that I want to start doing is, and I'm gonna make a full video kind of explaining it, but I want to start something called view goals. What this means is I'm gonna go on the Crossy Road. I didn't do it on this episode, but I'm gonna go on the Crossy Road, and I'm gonna let the game kind of decide. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.
Ultra.